Hey, it's Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, and it is 2019. The year ended up pretty decent for me in 2018. I just started videoing the customs that I was doing, and I'm still learning. So as this year goes on, these videos will get better, I promise. Up on tap for this year, at least for January and going into February, one of the first ones I'm going to do is this 67 Nova. I had a 66. If you follow me on Instagram, I actually just posted a picture of my white 66. Love the car. It was an original car as far as the body and the interior went. The engine was a 66 Corvette 327. It was originally a 6-cylinder car, and I didn't do it. Somebody had converted it to a 4-speed and did a really good job. Very, very professional as far as how the clutch and everything was installed. So anyways, it was a Muncie 4-speed, 373 gears. The car top end was probably 80, but it could pull a stump out of the ground. The thing was insane. So I'm 48. I've had 63 cars so far in my life at last count, and a lot of them were muscle cars and hot rods. So I've got an addiction. I don't seem to keep things very long. But I had the Nova for a few years, and it was all white with a red interior, so I'm going to take this one and do that. It had Cragar rims, and I actually have some Cragar rims that I got off a M2, so I'm going to put those on here, and I'm going to start recreating some of the cars that I had over the lifespan that I've had cars. So is that, excuse me, here's another one that I had. I had a 72 Camaro, but it was also sort of a split bumper. It was all primer. I bought it in El Paso when I was in the Army. So this one's going to get primer. I think I had a green. I got to look at the pictures. I think I had a green hood because the car was originally green. I actually pulled it out of the desert. The guy said it wouldn't start and had a brand new Target Master 350 crate motor in it. All I did was put a new starter on it, thing cranked right up, and it took me like 2 weeks to get all the dirt out of it because it was out in the desert. But the car ran awesome, so I'm going to recreate that one as well if I can find something similar for the rims. Here's another one. I had this is a 69 Chevelle. I had a 68. I'm going to keep hunting before I rip this one. I did have a 69, but it was a convertible, and I only had it for a short time. But I had a teal green 68 I put a 400 in it, gear drive. I had a black vinyl top, which I like the vinyl tops on the Chevelles because it breaks up. It's such a huge body. When you have the vinyl top, it breaks it up. So that's what I plan on doing. If I can't find a 68, I'll do this one and probably use try out the vinyl paint look from the paints at the Redline shop. That seems to be a popular one. I'll give that a try. This is on my list as well. I like the car. I don't like the paint, and I don't like the tail end. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. I'm big into customs, so this one's going to get at least what I'm thinking is I'm trying to find a piece of lace that's very, very fine. So I want to do like a lace inlay on the roof and paint it some sort of custom burgundy or something like that. I've also been picking up some vans. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I'm a huge van nut. So I got a lot of different things right now. I actually got a couple in the spray booth. I'm trying out some chrome and some black chrome. If you get a chance, check out Diecast Resurrection here on YouTube and also on Instagram. He's actually doing a lot with decals or decals. I don't know. Everybody calls it something different. Tampos. I don't know. I call them decals. But I've got some good ideas planned, even though these are the newer ones. I'm not a fan of the newer castings. It is a lot cleaner. If you'll notice, like the back of these vans is very, very clean as opposed to the original ones. Again, I'll take any old ones. I don't care what condition, and I'll rehab them. But it doesn't hurt to have some new ones on hand once in a while to test out some shit. But if you check him out, he's doing a lot with decals. And I've got one planned. I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan, obviously. And I remember growing up, I grew up in the 70s. Well, I was born in 70. But at the end of the 70s, vans were, 77, 78, vans were huge. And I cannot find a picture of it, but somebody had a dark burgundy, almost a candy apple red van, and it had the Iron Maiden trooper on it, holding the British flag, and it was a mural on both sides. So I want to duplicate that because I just always thought that was fucking cool. So that's on my list of things to do, and a bunch of other stuff, and to improve on my video editing skills, and I want to do something a little bit different than you just see my freaking hands all the time in the same spot. So I got to do something with my workspace. I want to change it up. I got multiple cameras, so I may end up adding a few, and it's just going to take longer for editing. But obviously, it's all about the video quality, and I want to take a minute to thank the people that have subscribed. I really do appreciate it. The channel's starting to grow. People are commenting, and I love all the comments, and I will always reply to every comment, no matter how long it takes. Whether you tell me I suck, or you like the video, or you're looking for something, I appreciate it greatly, because I know it takes a lot for somebody to actually comment or like or subscribe. It does mean a lot, and I do appreciate it. So heading into 2019, we got a lot of changes, and hopefully it's all for the good. And I appreciate it. I know this video is short, but thank you, and I will catch you on the next one.